I feel like now we live in a society where like they just want everyone to be soft, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The people that they want to be tough. They get degraded in a way. Oh, your toxic masculinity or whatever they call it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's bad. That is severely like damaging to those who they've worked so hard to be tough. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yes, you're making sense. Keep going.
Because I think I kind of get what you're saying. The people that you look up to, like your father, are usually they usually tell you need to be strong, you need to be a man. You become a man.
You need to man up and let you.
Nowadays, it's like once a little boy becomes a man, it's like now that's seen as a negative thing.
Yeah.
And once it was a positive thing, like it becomes a man, grows up, and then can actually provide for the family or whatever he wants to be able to do. And obviously, like it's a different view now compared to how it was previously, like in the past.
You know what? Because the world is becoming soft.
Oh yeah.
They're trying to take all of us with them. You know what I'm saying?
No. But the whole idea of a guy shouldn't express himself is also bad.
It's strategy.
Because we're not animals. Well, we are, but yeah, we are. We're mammals. Yeah. Mammals are animals, right? You know that?
I don't consider myself as one.
Another type of monkey.
Personally,
what are you saying?
What?
You're about to say.
So what do you think about the males showing the emotion?
Yeah, Dino.
Bruh.
What do you think, Dino?
First off, I'm gonna start with that as weak.
It's weak.
It's weak, bro. Because obviously, I just wanted to stay how he was. You know what I mean? Now they're just trying to force. Now let me speak.
Wait, it's weak that men to show the emotions, or it's weak?
The way the society.
No.
The way society.
Listen.
It's trying to force niggas. Shut up. The way
society.
Today's society trying to force niggas to express their feelings, like they grabbing you by your throat like this, like bro.
Okay, Dino, I have a question. Do you cry?
Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen.
No.
I can't remember the last time I actually cried though.
Do you cry?
No.
What? No.
Bro, you don't cry?
Nah, bro, not like that.
That's gotta be something different.
What?
You don't cry?
Okay, what we're not gonna do is lie just because the camera is there. Don't lie.
I'm speaking the truth.
No, you're not.
I can't remember the last time I cried.
Like you fell over and
are you trying to say, do I cry as a human? Do I cry?
Yeah, do you cry? Yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you think I meant?
Do I cry like on a daily? That's
no.
That's what you're trying to.
Daily's dry. No one cries.
Obviously, every man cries, bro.
Okay.
There comes at a time.
Is that okay? So when you cry, what are you doing?
Expressing emotion.
There you go.
Like, you cannot hold inside no more.
There you go.
Yeah. But that happens.
But you're trying to act like,
this guy's trying to put this on me. What I'm saying is, a man to be crying. Nowadays, I see niggas crying on TikTok. Like, that's not it. That's not it.
Oh, nah.
The moment.
Yeah, that's drag.
The moment.
I think you're talking more like just being able to express your emotion.
Yeah.
But on another level, no, that's too much.
You
can't be showing that. Nah, that's
drag. That's how weak niggas are nowadays.
Well, it depends on what context is like that.
Nah, but I don't care. You don't can put a camera over there.
This is what they do. Put a camera right there. Alright.
That's what I've been thinking.
I don't think you just start crying. You have to prepare.
You gotta prepare the baby.
So what she did me wrong?
I didn't cry properly in this one. Hold on.
Bro, that's how I view it. Like, every time I go on TikTok, there's always this nigga sad as shit because some girl I don't cheated on him or left him.
Nah, I feel
that's not the type of... That's how soft niggas are now.
Okay, if you're talking about that, then I agree. But if you're talking about just me as a human, I shouldn't show emotion because I'm a man.
No.
That's kind of,
Nah, when I said...
Because you said men shouldn't express their emotions. You should have been specific.
I said, I was about to continue. You said, I'm going to cut you off. I was about to continue.
You gotta just make it clear to us, like, what do you...
When I say,
what do you say?
I disagree because, obviously, I was about to say, I want things to stay the way they used to. You know what I mean? Like, man, obviously, as a human being, Men shouldn't express emotion as much as girls do. You know what I mean? There's that difference over there. You shouldn't be on the same level. You know, she cries, you cry too. Like, nah, come on, nigga. You know,
okay.
What makes you a man?
Yeah.
You basically being all feminine like that. You're not a man no more. You know, you might have the body, but that's not you.
Is that talking about like the same with the TikTok, like being able to express?
Yeah, stuff like that. But obviously, as a man, as a goddamn human being, we all got our downfalls and shit. There's times you're gonna cry. There's times you're gonna express feelings. But the way society nowadays trying to force niggas like almost every little thing. Oh, you should express that shit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's all coming from like the female side, basically. Every time I see a nigga, oh, you should go, you know, get something. Go talk to someone. Nigga, I talk to my boys when I'm down, you know, sometimes, you know, shit like that, you know. Not always, every little thing. Oh, I gotta. See how girls every little thing, they gotta go express that shit to their boyfriend or their girls and shit. Imagine if the world gets to that level where every nigga is that soft.
I feel like,
I see what you mean.
I feel like humanity being thingy, bro. That'd be in danger. Like,
we'll be falling downward.
People won't reproduce.
Nah, but I agree though. Like a guy, you know, as a man, you should program yourself to.
You should express emotions to an extent
with
you know
certain emotions by yourself. You know,
so
and not cry about it. Like, you know, like. No.
So just being able to keep like
just being man enough to deal with your issues.
Yeah,
you know?
I believe.
But if it gets worse, I don't think it's also bad to go talk to someone. Yeah. I don't think it's bad.
Not bad to talk to someone about it.
No. If it gets even worse to the point where you cry, I don't think it's bad either.
Yeah, but
it's not like, this went wrong, you go cry about it. You know, that's drag.
Like obviously, if you're dealing with something. And you need someone to talk to about that thing. Then you're going to go and talk about it, but obviously do it in a private setting, and not necessarily like everything has to be on social media. Like people have
bro,
TikTok.
Stop to let these niggas know I'm going
to oversharing. Like before, some people used to like keep the things to themselves. And not everyone needs to be able to see certain things that. No one necessarily want to see unless they want some other value or some sort of validation from other people. But
I feel like that's one of the big problems that everyone has these days is oversharing on social media.
Because I feel like there's levels to it, but my part is just the whole like just oversharing on social media and like just being able to express yourself.
I mean, everybody trying to get famous now.
Think about it. Every event that you go to, you either take a photo or you make a video. You post it online. Every event. You can't tell me you've gone to recently or the past, 7 years. You can't tell me you've gone to like a huge event and you didn't at least take a photo or film.
Yeah, that shit is hype. Oh, they're gonna see it.
Yeah, that's
what I mean. Hype. You're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's like for memories and shit.
We're all to blame for all of this because we actually allow it. We allow this. Even though we talk about it and we say, we shouldn't do it, it's not easy though. Like that's kind of like the society we've grown into.
I feel like it's gonna get worse if you don't necessarily get to the point of understanding, or just being able to fix, or just finding the right place to get those treatment, because it's not necessarily gonna be on social media. So like, let's say like talking to someone who's actually a profession in that field to be able to treat you. And not necessarily social media or posting it, it's gonna give you a positive feedback, because then it's gonna allow people to say even more negative things towards you, and that's gonna put you into a more even bad place than you were previously. And just I feel like with us, and obviously we are to blame on some extent, but also just taking accountable of your own action. I feel like it just starts with one taking accountability on their own self, and just being like, if something is like bad, then you don't necessarily take it as an emotional thing. Because like nowadays, like you say something bad, that's painful. Like unless it's like, I feel like just not now. There's all these other things nowadays. Like it's just crazy, and I feel like now it starts with the people over expressing their feelings, and then it's gonna lead to something else. So I feel like if we don't necessarily do that, it's gonna lead to something even worse.
Yeah, I feel like the over expressing part is the main problem, because when you overexpress everything and you put it online, it's like everything that someone says to you affects you, whether it's positive or negative.
With niggas.
You know,
and it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't be like that. There should be times when someone says something to you and you just listen to it and you're like, all right, cool.
People are so soft these days, bro. Like every time I go,
I feel like we're at a point where someone can say anything to you, and it changes your whole mood. You know, it changes